once Japan-exclusive Chibi Robo finally hits North American shores, and GameCube fans may have a reason to cheer. It's an extremely wacky 3D platformer that's refreshing enough to stand out from its repetitive genre, but its pace is jarring and exhausting enough to keep you annoyed. You spend most of the game exploring the home of the Sanderson family, who have their fair share of problems. Mom and Dad are fighting, the house is a pigsty, and daughter Jenny won't stop acting like a frog. Their solution is a pint-sized robot they buy for Jenny as a birthday gift called Chibi Robo, a cleaning machine whose main purpose is to collect trash and clear up the Sandersons' mess. But his job quickly shifts from automated janitor to family therapist. The larger-than-life characters are definitely weird, and they might take a while to get used to, but you should still feel a sense of satisfaction solving their problems, and it's gratifying to see them get back together. As Chibi Robo, it's your responsibility to ensure that the Sandersons are happy. Doing so requires you to interact with family members by picking up their trash and storing it in your retractable head. In addition to cleaning up after others, you'll spend a significant amount of time helping various toys and animals. The concept is strange, but surprisingly not boring. Unlike most 3D platformers, you aren't forced to travel in one direction or collect every last shiny object. From picking up candy wrappers under the sofa to exploring the enormity of the backyard, you're free to roam wherever you like. Although you are collecting objects most of the time, they're so diverse and abundant, it doesn't feel like the collectathon seen in most platformers. And since there's so much work to be done, you'll seldom feel lost or stuck. Although this style of gameplay is enjoyable, frustration arises when you realize you're constantly under time constraints. The entire house is explored during the day and night. While it's cool to see how daytime and nighttime affect the household, it's irritating because they only last about 10 minutes each. And after every cycle, you're automatically transported back to your chibi home on the living room floor, no matter where you were in the house when the clock ran out. This means a long trek upstairs or to the basement has to be properly planned and performed in a timely fashion. You'll also have to constantly recharge yourself with power from a nearby outlet, which is equally annoying. Chibi Robo's battery life is very limited, especially early on in the game, so you'll be spending as much time searching for an AC outlet as you will just exploring the property. But when you're not worrying about these countdown clocks, you'll be having fun turning household items into full-blown tools, like using Dad's toothbrush to scrub the dog's paw marks off the kitchen floor. These tasks sound mundane, but since you're frequently rewarded with happiness from family members, you'll be itching to clean up even more. On your adventure, you'll also earn an assortment of suits and upgrades you can purchase to aid you in your quest. A blaster upgrade allows you to blow through cracked walls or thick spiderwebs, and a robotic ladder can be used to reach the top of a television set. The upgrades and suits give the game a steady progressive flow and a good enough reason to keep playing. Chibi Robo is one of the quirkiest games you'll ever see. Its Japanese-style humor is cute and should entertain you most of the time, but don't expect to understand all of the game's comedy. Characters' voices are freakishly amusing, but after a few hours, you might be hunting for the mute button. And for unknown reasons, cutscenes and dialogue can't be skipped or sped up. You're forced to painfully watch all of them without interruption. The cartoony art style is smooth and vibrant, and the game does a nice job of creating environments that are both engrossing and believable. The graphics don't try to achieve any level of realism, but the grand sense of scale between you and every object is exhilarating. Chibi Robo's sound effects are just as pleasing and wacky as the game itself. Instead of the usual walking sounds found in most games, Chibi's steps are replaced with musical notes depending on the surface you're on. And it's hard not to love the ukulele riffs every time you scrub the floor. As bizarre as Chibi Robo may look and sound, its original and non-linear style of play warrants a good look from all GameCube owners. Unfortunately, its annoying time constraints and slow-moving dialogue keep it from cleaning house.